Welcome to the Kitchen Radio Wake Up Nigeria. Fantastic morning to prepare something wonderful for breakfast. And of course, I'm not doing that. I've got Chef Ben.
Hi, good morning.
Great to have you here.
Pleasure, always.
It's always a pleasure to have Chef Ben, and I'm really curious as to what he has for us for breakfast this morning. So tell me, what are we having?
Okay, so this morning Nigerians love rice a lot, so we're going to be making a rice dish this morning.
A rice dish? Okay.
Yes, so and not just our indigenous rice dish, but we're going to some sort of put everything together to suit our Nigerian taste and flavor.
So when you say put everything together, I'm sure my coffee isn't part of it.
Definitely not.
But what are we putting together?
Okay, so this morning we're going to make jollof risotto.
Oh.
Okay, so risotto is an Italian dish, a northern Italian dish, basically of rice dish. Yeah. So it has a particular kind of rice that is being used. Yeah. So we're going to have the Nigerian flavor and the Nigerian twist of the jollof rice into it, and then do something really remarkable.
So this is jollof rice, the Italian.
Yes.
Jollof rice fused with
Italian
flavors and
yes, basically, yes, so to speak.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about the ingredients we're making use of today.
Okay, so we have some of the ingredients, that are already out here, and some other ones are still going to come out in the. We're going to serve our risotto with honey glazed chicken breast.
Okay, so this is the honey?
Yeah, we have honey there, and then we have blended tomatoes.
Blended tomatoes.
Yes,
this is just tomatoes.
So it consists of tomato, pepper, shombo, onions, rodo, and all of those things blended and then steamed for the water to some sort of reduce. Yes.
Okay. And then we've
got stock in there, which is a very important ingredient.
What stock is this?
This is
beef
chicken stock.
Or
chicken stock.
Chicken stock.
Yes, chicken stock. Yes.
Okay. This is very thick. How many chickens did you have to boil to achieve this?
I mean, okay, I'll call this broth because it has a lot of chicken flesh in it as well, just to draw out the not too much of the bone, but a lot of flesh, just to get the sweetness and the flavor out of the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. And then we've got salt, we've got black pepper. And then we've got a boiled rice here.
Okay, I'm very curious. What is this?
Very important. That's a black sesame seed.
Black sesame seeds. Okay, so we have regular sesame seeds.
Yes.
And black sesame seeds as
well.
We've
got vegetable oil.
So what is it about black sesame seeds, though?
I mean, it's about the health benefit, and also, for me, I like to cook with a lot of colors. Okay. Not just to. I like to, please the eye as well. So we're going to put all the colors together. So I'm going to use this to some sort of garnish the whole thing afterwards, after the cooking, basically. So this is a particular, it's a different kind of rice.
Yes.
Mainly, it's either called risotto rice or
I think you should open
rice.
It so we can see what it looks like. Okay. So this is what actually separates it. We have different kind of rice. We have ofada. We have, that's our local rice. We also have even our own local rice besides the ofada rice. We have the long grain parboiled rice. We have the regular grain. And there are actually so many others. Basmati. This one is the risotto itself. So this is what it looks like. It looks like a confused sesame seed. That's what I was called. It's like overgrown baby kind of. So it's shaped quite like it. That's why I suspect that's why the ancestors started using sesame seed. So this is what it looks like. Take a look at it. So it's not your regular kind of rice. In case you go to the market and someone tries to sell this to you, you know exactly what it looks like. So this is what
it's very starchy.
Like. See that?
Yes. Short grains.
Yeah. So you said it's very starchy.
Yes.
Okay. So what many people avoid starch in their rice.
Yes.
I know someone who sells rice that she calls destarched rice. So she removes as much starch as possible by washing before making a jollof rice. That's our own brand.
Okay.
But isn't starch such a bad thing?
No, I mean, it's all about preference. If you have any health issue, you ask them to eat starch, you can refrain from it. But I mean, food is to be enjoyed. With all the old thing that comes along with it. So I mean, I don't have any issue with having to remove starch or no starch. If you have any health issue, you could get a diet or something, or go on a diet or anything. But for me.
We haven't talked about this.
Yes. So
what is this? Because I saw you take it out of somewhere.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, we'll get to knowing what it is. So
okay,
what is
so
this?
This is garlic paste. I love garlic a lot. So it's been blended with vegetable oil.
Okay.
So, it's some sort of intensify the flavor, intensify the taste. So it changes everything.
Wow.
So we're going to add this to the chicken in the process of cooking. Yes.
Okay.
And also
but how
butter.
did you get it, again, this is butter.
Yes.
But how did you get it to be like this? Because I know sometimes when we want to make garlic paste,
Yes. Okay.
it can be quite difficult to get the garlic paste right.
Okay, so what you need to do to be able to get it right this way, you need to have it in large number.
Okay.
So if you have it in a large number, if you put it in your
What?
blender.
We buy in the market.
Okay.
So when you're talking about large number,
Okay.
let's simplify it. There's 50 naira garlic, the way it's packed.
Okay.
100 naira garlic.
Okay.
So like how many of those 50 or 100 naira garlic should I buy?
So this particular one is the imported one.
Oh, no
so
wonder.
that's quite easy to peel. That's like easy to go around with. But the local garlic is quite difficult to work with. But with this, you could.
But being the chef, you have to tell us how to make the local garlic work, because that's what we have access to.
Okay, so just peel enough of it.
Okay.
How long it takes you to peel it? Just peel enough, and then just pop it into your blender. Put some vegetable oil or olive oil or any oil of your choice. Then spin it for a very long time.
Okay.
Then you get the consistency. Just ensure that. So instead of adding water to it, the vegetable oil is going to be the liquid that will some sort of bind everything together. So that's all you need to.
Out of curiosity, does it taste different, the local garlic and imported garlic?
I do know. Okay, so the local garlic has the flavor is quite intensified compared to the imported garlic. Okay. So I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is, but it takes a lot of time to be able to get what you need. In terms of cooking or making a garlic paste. Okay. But for easy access and easy space of work, just use the imported garlic if you can lay hold of this.
So where is this imported from?
From different places.
From different places,
yes.
So it doesn't really matter.
And also, it's been grown in Jos now. We have a species of it that has been grown in Jos now.
Okay.
Everything is probably being grown in Nigeria right now.
See, that's
so
what we're
getting there basically.
Made in Nigeria, like everything can be made in Nigeria.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so let's just do a dry run of the process before we get started with the cooking. Okay. How are we going to go about it?
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to make the tomato sauce.
Okay.
So that's like the jollof stew, basically. But what we're going to be very careful in doing with this one is that the oil is not going to be as much as the regular jollof stew. Because you don't want the oil running
the
all over.
The oil is what makes jollof.
So what we need to do is make the jollof stew on one side.
Okay.
And then on the other side, we're going to this has a process of cooking.
Okay.
So it's almost like a very low process of cooking. So what we're going to do in the other pot is have our chopped onions, have some garlic, then oil goes into the pot. We had the onions, we had the garlic, the chopped garlic, then we stir it together until it's fried a little bit. Then the rice goes in. You're not washing it.
Okay.
You're not going to wash it. So it goes in directly into the pot, and then you're going to stir for some time. Then after you see that it's sticking up to the pot, then you add stock into it.
Okay, the stock, okay.
You add the stock, and then you dilute a bit with water. So you add the stock gradually. So it's like a process. So afterwards, you're going to turn in the stew that you already made, and you're going to mix everything together. Then voila, you have your jollof risotto.
You know how I really like chefs. They make everything seem so easy until you start the process.
Yep.
We have to take a break right now. Chef Ben is still here in the kitchen, and of course we are cooking up for stuff this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. Chef Ben still quite busy in the kitchen this morning. We're preparing something really interesting, jollof risotto. Some people are trying to wrap their heads around it like jollof risotto. And you are about to show us how this can be made. Definitely. So let's get started with this. Huh?
So the first thing to do is to turn on the heat.
Okay.
So if you could help me with that, please.
Okay. So we turn on the heat. More like turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Okay?
All right.
And then, of course, what happens next?
So the first thing that goes in is the vegetable oil.
The vegetable oil,
Just not too much, just about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil.
Okay.
So just allow, we're going to allow
2 tablespoons.
Yes, 2 tablespoons.
So I know you're a chef, you're the expert. How can you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I could basically eyeball it and say, okay, this is 2 tablespoons.
This is 2 tablespoons, yes. Okay. All right, so 2 tablespoons.
Yes.
Then what do we wait for it to do?
So we just turn in you could allow the oil to get hot. Okay. Or either way, you could just turn it up right away. Okay. So we're going to start out cooking this with bay leaf because it's a dry herb. So we want it to release all the flavor, all the aroma that it has. So you have to start up the cooking with it from the very beginning. Okay.
So I'm going to put it to the highest, okay?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so we have maximum heat as we are cooking.
Yeah, so it's also very important that you have like a heavy bottom pot to cook the risotto because you don't want it to burn out because it's like a slow process and you want the heat to come up as much as possible. Okay. So while this is cooking, we're just going to make like a normal stew, jollof rice stew, nothing really different from the regular.
Except the oil.
Except the oil that is not so much. Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
We're going to add. I'm going to cook with seasoning cubes today because yes,
yes, because jollof rice. You know how you do it.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so are we going to be making the rice on the other side?
Yes, so we're going to be making the rice on this part here. So what we're starting up to making the making of the rice also about a tablespoon of oil.
A tablespoon.
Yes.
So that one is a tablespoon.
A tablespoon.
Chefs.
Basically, I about that. So we want the oil to get hot. Okay. With this particular Before I put in the onions and then garlic goes in and then
so
the
which
rice.
of the garlic goes in? The paste.
This one.
Okay, this one.
This one goes in.
Okay, talking about the imported garlic he was talking about earlier. This is what it looks like. Looks kind of different from what we have. True. But this is
quite bigger as well.
Yeah, it's bigger. It's bigger. You know, ours just small bulbs really, but this is bigger. So this is what it looks like when you break it, because that's what we cut here. So this is it. Just take one off like this, cut it up, and then according to Chef Ben, it's easier to crush. It's more malleable than the
local one. Yes,
yeah, but as you said, in Jos.
Yes.
It's already been planted.
A lot of things have been
we can say now that it is locally grown.
Yes, a lot of things. A lot of things. Yeah. Some of these herbs that we see, parsley.
Because the weather is right there.
Yes.
So a lot of things can actually be grown there. So that's actually an advantage as a matter of fact.
Yes. And I mean, you could easily source for it if it's being grown here. So it makes life a lot more easier.
And then it makes it cheaper as well.
Yes. So
besides the fact that it's more accessible. Alright, so we're waiting for the oil to heat up. I can tell that oil is already hot.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It is.
You would hear the sizzling if it is. Yes. So.
Chefs know it all. Okay, so we're gonna go on a break now.
Okay, no problem.
I'm pretty sure by the time we come back, we would have gone quite far with our risotto. So by that time, we'll tell you exactly how far we've come, the things we've done so far, so you can catch up with us while we try to finish things up. Okay. The most important part is in the eating at the end of the show. And I am waiting for that. Really looking forward to it.
No problem.
Chef Ben, still in the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. We have to take this break. We'll definitely be back in a bit. Stay with us. It's so amazing just how much work goes into making this dish. Yeah. I thought it was going to be, easy peasy. But you see these wrists, they've seen things this morning. Because you have to keep staring. Chef Ben is still in the kitchen. And today we are making jollof risotto. Have you ever tried that? Well, you can learn how to make it yourself. Okay, so Chef Ben, what have we done so far? And what are we doing next?
Okay, so basically what we've done so far is that we've made the jollof stew on one part. This is it in here. And we sauteed our onions, added some garlic. That's the chopped garlic. And then we added some tomato puree. That's why you see the color is like this. And then we've been stirring. We've added some water. We've added some stock. And we've been on low heat for quite some time now. So you have to consistently stir the rice in a in one motion.
Okay.
Basically, so this way.
Now I have a good understanding of why this particular meal sometimes can be quite pricey.
Yes.
Because a lot of physical work goes into it. You think you know how to, you know, stir eba. How many minutes with
And
the hot water? But this one?
It's important that you know that it's to be cooked al dente.
Yeah, so, like spaghetti.
Yeah, so what I mean by al dente is soft to the tooth, not completely soft.
It should be chewy,
yes,
basically.
Yes,
so
chewy.
you cannot cook it soft or else you won't get it the correct consistency.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now, because we are at that point where we need to add the jollof seed that we made before now.
Okay.
So just going to pop in some of the jollof
So the stock already went into the rice, right?
The rice, yes.
So it was the stock we used initially for the rice, in case you're wondering
why it reduced.
Why it's reduced. It's about to reduce even more.
So, and then we're just
you just keep stirring.
Stir this together.
Stirring. The work to make this food Wow.
So that everything cooks evenly.
Yeah.
Now, see, it's looking like our jollof. And don't forget, I said it initially that it's a starchy meal and it's almost like you're eating like a porridge, kind of. So you see the color is all coming together.
Taste is what matters.
Yes, basically.
Taste, basically. Taste. Wow. Okay, so you have to keep stirring this, Abby.
You need to continue stirring. And then the next thing we're going to do now, we're just going to turn this here.
Okay,
now
I hope you're not going to ask me to continue stirring.
Maybe you should, actually. Thank you. So the next thing we're going to do now is to start off with our chicken. And then we're going to season with some salt. On one side first.
Okay, just salt. Okay,
yes,
salt.
And the black pepper.
Black pepper. Did we use sesame seeds, black and white? Not yet.
Yes, but we're getting to the time when we're going to use it.
Okay.
So you want to ensure that the pan is nice and hot. Okay. Then you pop in your oil. Just about a tablespoon is fine, not too much.
That a chef can know by just pouring.
Yes, we call it eyeballing.
Yeah.
This is eyeballing. So
Sip.
Then the chicken goes in on the part that was seasoned.
Okay.
So then as we continue, we're going to season this other part.
Other side.
Other side as well. So let's just do that right away.
Okay.
Just going to season it slightly. It's amazing the power of salt.
Especially with chicken.
Yes.
Like you don't even need so much when it comes to chicken. You don't.
So just season with black pepper.
So this is what it looks like, in case you're wanting to take a look.
Yes, so I'm just going to taste.
This is what we've been stirring. So you just have to keep stirring it. Okay, to see if it's the right consistency. Now remember, as Chef Ben said, it must be al dente, which means it shouldn't be too soft.
Yes, we are good.
Okay, we're good.
Yes.
I don't have to stir anymore.
Yes, you don't have to.
I am so glad.
Well,
take a look
at it.
Take a look at it. See, this is it. So the stirring.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
stirring.
Like the stirring is actually the major part of this meal, because you have to keep stirring.
And you can see the starch, everything comes together. The color, it's all there. Yeah. And then when you taste it, you feel the Nigerian flavor. You feel the pepper. You feel that everything is jollof rice after all.
Yeah. So back to the chicken now.
Yes. So this is stirring nicely. So.
Okay.
So
that's fast searing.
Yes. So at this
point.
I
can stop stirring this and take it
off?
off?
Yes, you can. You can just take it out.
Yes. That is ready.
Yes.
There you go.
So at this point now, I just want to add the butter.
Okay.
Butter transforms everything.
True.
And then I'm going to add in the garlic paste as well.
Oh, so the garlic paste, all this one was for the chicken?
Was for the chicken.
Oh.
And then we're going to begin to baste the chicken.
Oh boy. So I discovered the beauty of ginger, garlic, and chicken.
Exactly.
Like if you want your chicken to pop, just put in loads of raw ginger and garlic, especially when you're boiling.
Very important. I mean, it's amazing.
It does magic to your chicken, believe me. It does magic.
So something else I'm going to add at this point is I want to infuse herb into it.
Okay.
So I'm going to add some chopped parsley.
Chopped parsley, okay.
Yeah, so you could go in with anything you have, maybe thyme, fresh thyme,
okay,
rosemary, or anything you have.
Okay.
But for this one, I'm going to add in some of the fresh chops.
Now, I'm noticing you're not putting it on the chicken because you want it to get infused with the garlic
oil,
and
the garlic and everything.
Butter.
So what I'm going to do next is to baste this way.
This is so nice. This is when you go to a restaurant and you're told it's not so expensive, just about 4,000 naira or more.
Maybe more.
Okay, so we want to take a look at this, see what it looks like. You see that?
And you can see the butter is also going to add the flavor and everything all into it. The herb, everything is going to go in there.
This is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to dig into this. Don't worry. On social media, I'll tell you exactly how it tasted. Yes. No, my wrists ache.
Sorry.
Okay, so I believe that's about as much as we have to show you right now, especially regarding cooking this meal. Easy. In quotes, you just have to have good wrist and you'll be good to go. Yeah, so Chef Ben is going to plate this, so you see what it's going to look like. The plating is one of my favorite parts because you look at the meal and it looks all good.
Yes, everything all works together.
Yeah, and then when you put it on the plate,
yes,
it totally changes everything.
It transforms, yes.
Okay, so I believe we're going to take a break now.
Okay.
Yeah, and then of course there's more conversation coming on. Stay with us as Wake Up Nigeria.
There you go.
Thank you.
Our guest.
Welcome to the kitchen, MS.
Thank you.
Everyone else.
Well,
Chef Ben, our chef for today, and he has prepared something really fantastic. We're talking about the Jollof Risotto. Let's take a look at what it is.
Oh, look at it, look at it, look at it.
It's really nice.
See that?
Woo! Okay.
What's that? What's this thing?
Oh,
Okay, so Chef Ben, be telling us about this.
Okay, so this is a jollof risotto and with honey-glazed chicken breast. So basically, it's a derivative of the Italian dish. So just to add a little of our own flavor to it, basically. So that's why we've had the Nigerian twist of jollof rice to it, but I mean still maintaining that origin of where it's emanated from. So it's the marshy rice. We're using the same particular kind of rice.
MM is like, okay,
enough
can I dig it already?
Plenty.
go ahead.
Serious.
Taste.
Okay. Just the rice.
Whose idea was it that our guests will be eating our food?
I don't understand.
It used to be me.
No.
Yeah, that was the lockdown thing.
Really nice.
Ooh.
Thank you very much.
Lovely.
We need another lockdown,
And
Mazino.
it smells amazing as well.
Lovely, amazing.
Ben.
Mazino, we need to plan for now lockdown.
Thank
We
you.
have to ensure that lockdown comes in. Thank you,
Oh,
Chef Ben.
wow.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Honestly,
Oh,
it's
fantastic.
Lovely
been an
meal.
amazing show, people. Been an amazing show. Thank you so much to everyone who was part of it. And to all of you watching at home, we love your social media comments, contributions, and all that. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We'll be back, yeah?
Definitely tomorrow, Wednesday edition, join us. And of course, until then, be good and hey, catch the girls tomorrow.
Bye!
You guys are so excited, aren't you?
Nah.